I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual health care, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. And we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And training camp is underway, and we're talking about day 2 of training camp. And this video, I'm going to talk about one of the subjects that I want to talk about, and that's the Daniel Jones to Darren Waller connection. Man, that thing is on fire so far in the first 2 days of training camp, man. Daniel Jones is finding Darren Waller early and often in the red zone. They worked on some things in the middle of the field today, and he hit Darren Waller on like 4 consecutive passes. They actually had to pull Waller out, to give him a breather and maybe to force Daniel Jones to look somewhere else as far as not connecting with Waller again in the middle of the field. And I'm very excited for this connection going into the season. They're using Darren Waller in the backfield. They're putting him in the slot. They're putting him in line. We haven't seen them be put to the outside yet, but I can pretty much guarantee they're going to line them up at the X or the Y receiver position some this year as well. Now, the thing I'm happy about is he's going to be the number 1 option this year, like I pretty much predicted when we traded for him. He's going to be the number 1 option this year. The way that it's going so far in training camp, I know it's only the first 2 days of training camp. We'll have to see in the regular season game, or maybe even a preseason game, maybe the 3rd preseason game, to see how they truly want to use Darren Waller. I think we're going to use him in a variety of ways this year, maybe like a joker role. You can line him up in the backfield, throw screens to him, throw those quick passes out there to him, put him in the slot and let him block on a quick screen, because he's going to be the best blocking receiver that we have if he's out there as well. I think we're going to use him in a variety of ways, and it's just amazing to see the chemistry that him and Daniel Jones already have. I made a joke earlier on Twitter I think it was the Entertainer's post or whatever, and it was like, man, why is he throwing it to Darren Waller so much? I said, because, man, this is probably his first time throwing it to a receiver that has elite traits. Like all these other guys that get a chance to throw to guys that have elite traits that put up stats. Kirk Cousins with Jay Jettas, Tua with Tyreek Hill and Waddle, Justin Herbert with Mike Williams, Palmer, and Keenan Allen, Patrick Mahomes to Kelsey. When you have those receivers on the field, that's that security blanket. Like Joe Burrow, he has really 3. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. When you have that guy on the field that that you're not going to stop that guy if you're not on your A game and some, because even if you're on your A game, he still can beat you in a different variety of ways. This guy, Darren Waller, brings an element to the Giants that we haven't had in a long time, and that is an absolute dominant player on the field. You have to account for Darren Waller, because if you don't, he's going to go absolutely ape shit on your team. He's going to catch the ball over the middle and get those yak yards. He's going to catch the ball on the outside. He's going to mouse your smaller DB that's guarding him. He's too big for your safety. He's too fast for your linebacker. I mean, man, it's a blessing to have Darren Waller on this team, man. And as you can see, Daniel Jones is taking full advantage of it, and this is like, man, I've never had something like this. Let me keep using this new toy that they got me. Pause. But I'm loving the Daniel Jones to Darren Waller connection so far. In training camp, you guys let me know. Do you think this is a bad thing, or do you think this is a good thing? You guys let me know in the comments. And one last thing before I get out of here. I'm not going to harp too much on the defense of not being able to cover Waller. As you know, we brought in Bobby O. They say McFadden is having a very hard time covering Waller. So is Beavers. So is Bobby O. So is anybody that they put in there. And I'm just going to put that on. Just Waller's just a different breed, bro. Waller's just a different breed. You don't have too many Wallers around the league. You don't have too many Kelseys. You don't have too many Mark Andrews. That's why these guys continue to put up stats. And Waller is a guy that puts up stats as long as he stays healthy. And that's what I'm praying for this year. But I'm not going to bash my linebackers too bad for not being able to cover Darren Waller, because this dude's just a unicorn, man. And I can't wait to see the amount of pressure that is released off Daniel Jones when Darren Waller is on that field and we're going against the Cowboys, we're going against the Eagles, we're going against Washington. Let's see what our division can do with a guy like this on our team. They haven't faced a tight end like this in a long time in our division. Maybe Shockey was one of the last ones in our division. Jordan Reed before he started getting injuries in Washington, maybe. But other than that, I mean, Jason Witten, you could put Jason Witten on that list, but not like the speed and strength combination of a Darren Waller. We haven't faced that in a long, long time. And I'm thinking it's Shockey. But you guys let me know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you guys. And until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace. This is a Big Blue Crew production.